guys, I'm gonna get this video started today with a little bit of baking. I have a few breakfast like freezer meals left. Well, not really freezer meals, muffins, but I don't have a lot of them left for me. So, and I don't have any waffles or anything like that. So I've decided I'm gonna make some more of the apple pie baked oatmeal because that was delicious. And I'm also gonna make some baked blueberry oatmeal cups, which are from the same website. It's Erin Loves Whole. Now, I'm not gonna do it exactly like she says because she uses almond milk and she uses like non-dairy milk in the one. The other one says milk of your choice. So mine's not gonna be like that. But I'm going to do everything else like she says. I'm just going to use regular milk. If I had almond milk, I'd use it, but I don't have any. So I'm going to do the apple pie baked oatmeal first. And I'm going to grab everything I need. Well, first, I'm going to put my hair up. Then I'm going to grab everything I need to do this with. And then we're going to get to making it. I think that I bake them at the same temperature. No, I do not. In that case, I think I'm going to do the blueberry one first and then do the apple one because that blueberry one has a lower temperature. And yeah, I'm going to do the blueberry first. So I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. And then later on I'll just turn it up to 375 for the other part. So gonna get my apples out of the way, but I'm gonna go ahead. Most of the ingredients are the same for both of them. The apple has a little bit more, but and this also calls for fresh blueberries. I don't have any fresh ones. I'm gonna use frozen ones. So let's just get started. I'm gonna put my hair up, get all my things, and get to baking. Okay, so I'm going to get started with this, and I'm hoping that this bowl is big enough. We'll see. If not, I have another one. But I'm going to get started with the blueberry oatmeal muffins, or cups. It's cups. It's not muffins. But I'm going to get the oats in here, and then Jeff is cutting grass. So y'all are gonna hear that, which, I mean, I asked him not to because he really hasn't had the sleep he needed, but I'm not gonna argue with him. The oats, the baking powder, how much do I need? Okay, yes. The baking powder, cinnamon, I'm going to go ahead and do the salt before I do the cinnamon, which I'll have to, I'm just trying not to make a mess of this spoon before I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. Today's not been the best day, and if you were in Bible study, you know why. Not that I'm trying to keep it from y'all, but it's just been a rough day because I found out things that I don't like about Selena. So this I'm going to set to the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and start with this part. And you're supposed to put in the eggs, which I did not get a little bowl for. Which I could have put this one in the beginning in this one, but I don't know. Alright, now I'm going to go wash my hands. So, eggs, milk, Let me make sure I've got the right amount of milk. Yes. The maple syrup. And that's your sweetener. It's the maple syrup. You can do like an icing for this once it's done. Like, it's just powdered sugar and water that you do, but you don't have to do that. I probably will, but I'm not exactly sure yet if I will. Get all that out of there. Oh, the goodness. Okay. Okay, let's see. And the vanilla, I need, okay, that much. I'm gonna whisk this together, it says. Then I guess I just combine the two. Yes. Well, yes. That's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna get my whisk here. I should have whisked the eggs first before I put anything else in, but I didn't. But it'll be alright. It'll work out. I am used to a deeper bowl to whisk in, so that's just how it's going to be. I am going to kind of mix this together just a tiny bit, and then I'm going to mix the wet with the dry. And I'm going to keep this bowl because I'm going to be using it again. Actually, it's a good thing that I'm doing the blueberry first, because the apple has more seasonings or herbs, spices, whatever. We're preheated. Alright, so I'm going to get that mixed together, and then I'm going to mix in my blueberries. Says to fold those in. It also says to add walnuts, so I guess I will go ahead and do the walnuts, but I wasn't sure if I was going to or not, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because it calls for it. So I'm going to kind of just crush them with my hands instead of chopping them up. Let's go for the rustic style, you know. Strengthen your hands while you're doing the rustic thing. Now, I know not everybody can do this, but it's very easy just to get your thumb and crush them a little bit. It can be difficult for some people, I'm sure, though. So I'm not saying everybody can do what I just did. And I'm going to get one more little bit, which this is not the exact amount that it calls for. It's a little less, I'm sure, but that's alright. I'm not going to let that stop me. Give it some more protein, and it'll be yummy. I love walnuts. Walnuts, pecans, peanuts, almonds, they're all so good. Alright, so now I'm going to grab, after I move some stuff out of my way, I'm going to grab my muffin tins and throw my liners in. They're actually not tins, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to get them going. Put this back up because I won't need it again. Okay, this makes 12. These are a little bit smaller than normal, so I'm not sure if it might not make more, but we'll see. And yes, these are still a little bit wet, but I'm not going to worry about that either. But you're supposed to put the liners in and fill these all the way to the top. I got walnut all over my shirt, or whatever this thing is, tunic, whatever the thing is. I always spray my liners, even if it doesn't call for it. Some are infused with oils, so I don't worry about that kind if I have it, which I rarely ever do because they're so expensive, and I haven't seen any in a long time. But I don't worry about doing those, but this kind I do. I'm gonna grab this to help me out because I feel like it will be a little bit easier to scoop these with this than it will be with anything else. And I'm probably gonna have to end up putting some of the liquid over, because this doesn't have any sort of flour or anything that's going to absorb that liquid very fast. Now the oats will absorb it, but it won't be fast. So I'll have to put a little bit in each one, I'm sure. Trying not to make too much of a mess, but it'll be alright if I make a mess. I clean it up, right? I have too many. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Stop talking. Stop talking, because you don't know what you're talking about. I was about to say I might have too much, but I don't. Like too much in some of these. I don't. I definitely do not. Because for some reason I was thinking I wasn't going to have enough. I definitely have enough. I don't think that one had as many blueberries. Now, I don't know how these are going to puff or anything like that. I don't know if they're going to expand any at all. Because, one, I've never cooked them. I just wanted to try it because blueberry is delicious. And two, I would think it would because it has the egg in it. Alright, let's hope they do well because we're going in the oven with them. They smell good, I know that. So 25 to 27 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna clean everything up and I'll come back and start putting together the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with this. No, I'm not. I don't have my apples. I'll be needing these first. So I'm gonna peel these apples. It says what does it say? Medium diced apples. I don't care if some of the peeling is left. It doesn't matter to me. I started to just leave the whole peeling on, but it's got a little wax on it, so I decided, nah, I don't want to eat that. I need to start buying all organic to maybe not have the wax. I don't know if you can find them without the wax anymore. But anyway, I know it's supposed to be food grade and it's supposed to be safe to eat and all that stuff, but who wants to eat candles? I mean, I do eat peeling still sometimes though. Alright, I got that peeled. This is probably too small, but I'm going to do it anyway. And my little cutting board is in the dishwasher because we didn't have enough dishes to wash last night because of us eating leftovers. I haven't done dishes yet. So I'm just going to chop this up. Great. This was cleaned, I promise. I wouldn't eat dirty food. That'd be disgusting to me. Y'all know me. I'm weird about food. I can't handle it. But this one I've had before, and it's so good. We don't want you in there because we're going to have to use that bowl. But this recipe is very good. Noah likes it as well. He didn't know he liked it until like last week or something when he tried it. Last week or the week before. Not sure which one, I can't remember. Well. This is a Gala. I want to say Gala, maybe Fuji. But I want to say it's a Gala apple. And this one is a Granny Smith, you can tell that probably. And I wanted a little bit of sweet, a little tart. So that's why I'm mixing them. They're so good though. Let's see, I'm going to tell y'all some things about the first recipe. Can be stored in the freezer up to 6 months. And I want to say in the refrigerator, let's see, how long? Up to a week. That's the blueberry one. This one, I'll have to tell you in just a minute. Let me get this finished cut. Let's see, it can be stored. It says in the refrigerator, but it doesn't say how long. So this one doesn't have as much detail. even though it's the same person. It doesn't have as much detail. So I don't know how long it can be stored for. Ooh, that was loud. Alright, let me put that to the side. And I'll worry about it later. Alright, same situation. I'm going to put the dry in one and the wet in the other. So, let me get the oats. It uses less oats for this one. It's supposed to be 6 servings. For Noah, it'd be 3 servings. Because he eats 2 servings at a time. It is so good though. Alright. So the oats, the baking powder, and I did get a new spoon. So how much baking powder do I need? Same amount, okay. But I have to do it twice because smaller spoon. Ooh. Alright, and then cinnamon and nutmeg and salt. So how much salt? Same as the last. So pretty much this recipe is the same, except I'm putting nutmeg in this one. And it has more cinnamon in it. Not much more cinnamon, but a little bit. Can you close? Okay, so I have the salt, cinnamon, baking powder, oats, nutmeg. Where you at? Make sure I'm doing this right. Y'all know me, I like to have the fresh nutmeg. You don't have to. I have been tempted to buy some nutmeg. It's already ground. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, great. Now you're all, like, powdered. We don't worry about that. We'll just grate around it to get all of it off. It's fine. I wish there was a way to do this that wasn't so scary to me. Because I love the fresh nutmeg, but it's kind of scary to do this. Alright, there's that. So now I'm going to move it over, mix it a little bit. Move it over. This is the same bowl. I'm not worried about cleaning it because I'm about to put the same things in it. So I'm going to put the eggs, milk, maple syrup, and vanilla. So where are my eggs? They're hiding. Why'd I do that? That is not what you're supposed to do. I got to hurry. It's okay. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with the eggs. But if there had been, or if I'd gotten a shell in it, it'd be a mess. Which wouldn't be good. Bless you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and mix these a little bit. Can't believe I did that. I can believe I did that. Today's just not the most wonderful day for me. I mean, I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's just been a little bit sad. As a mother. As a parent. Okay. This does use more milk than the other recipe. Less oats and more milk. How does that work? And yes, I'm using a dry measure because it's the same. It is a little bit more difficult to use a dry measure whenever you're doing this because you don't have like 3/4 and half and all that stuff. Alright, maple syrup, less syrup it uses than what the other one uses. Get all that I can out. Okay. And the vanilla. It uses more vanilla than what the other uses. I said it was similar. I didn't say it was the same. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up some. It's easier since I have that the egg already mixed a little bit. Let me clean up a little bit and then I get the other things going. Because I got too much on here. It's just too much happening. That's why I like having the dishwasher right here. But I really sometimes wish the dishwasher was closer to the sink. Because I have to carry dishes over. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to put the dry, or the wet, into the dry. I don't ever put this whisk into the dishwasher. It's one of those Rada whisks, the Rada brand, R-A-D-A brand, and it will mess up that, whatever it's made out of. It'll make it weird looking and feeling and stuff. So I don't like to do it. Okay, so mix this together a little bit. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to mix it. Put my apples in. And then pecans or other nut, but pecans is what was in it last time. And they were delicious. I'm just going to put the rest of these in there. There's not much in there. I didn't measure them like I was supposed to. It'll be alright. Might be too many pecans. I don't know. I don't think it will be. They're very delicious in this. Okay. Then I have an 8x8 pan sprayed here. I hope this is supposed to be 8x8. Yes. I'm just going to put it in here. And then as soon as the other one is done, I'm going to put my temperature up to 375. And I'm going to bake it for how long? 40 to 45 minutes uncovered. So it's only just a few more minutes left on the one that's in there. I may have put a little bit more apple than what it needed, because those might have been considered a large apple. I don't know. But you know what? It's delicious, and apple's good for you. And I'm not going to complain about it being a little extra appley or an extra pecan-y. Alright, I'm going to clean up my mess, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to take them. I want to keep saying muffins, but they're not. They're cups. I'm going to take the blueberry cups out and look at those. If I can get them. I hope they're done. They've been in that in for, I think, yeah, they're done. Take those out. They smell good. That one got a little wild there. Turn that on to preheat. Let me get the papers. The blueberry ones, it says leave in tin for 10 minutes, then transfer to a wire rack for cooling, to finish cooling, then cool completely before storing in the fridge. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them sit there for 10 minutes, which probably did 9 because I probably waited a minute, and let them cool off completely. And I'm going to put this in for 40 to 45 minutes. And I don't know if I'm going to taste test one of these today. I may do it tomorrow with you guys and just make a little icing, because I'm about to be cooking supper and I really don't want to eat this right now because I don't want to get full off of this yumminess. I want to eat some taco salad. Y'all know I want some taco salad. But I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get this one and this one unstuck. They got a little overflowy. But the rest of them seem like they might be alright. I don't know. But let me get a rack. And I'm going to have it ready over here whenever it's time. And I'll show y'all what they look like. But I'm planning on letting them cool completely and then freezing all but maybe 2 of those. But I think I'm going to move them off of the oven, the stove, whatever. This thing that stays hot. I'm going to move them off of here to let them cool a little bit more efficiently, maybe. I'm just going to sit them on the wire rack for now. Let some air go under them. And I'll be cooking supper soon. But as soon as this is preheated, I'm putting this in. So I'm not going to worry about showing y'all that. Oh, here it is. But it smells so good. Okay, so I'm about to get started with supper. I have my iron skillet here, and I've got a pan back here. I'm making some of the rice-a-roni Spanish rice. This ground beef is not quite thawed all the way. But we're not going to let that bother us. We're going to cook it anyway. I mean, it's thawed enough I can do this, but it's still a little bit frozen. So I'm going to get it into the pan. I do have a little bit of oil in the pan because I just had washed the pan. Can you come out? No? You're not going to let me have it? And I'm doing 2 packs today because of, we're not having anything but the beef ones. Now my battery's dying. Oh boy. So let me get the meat in the pan, change the battery, and I'll be right back. Okay, so y'all know if you've watched me before that I like to go ahead and season my taco meat while that it's cooking. I don't know why I do, I just do. This is Sazon, the tropical kind. And then this is just regular taco seasoning. I just put it in here. Oh, why'd you do that? I'm thinking that after I'm done with this, I'm going to go back to making my own taco seasoning like I used to do, because it's easy to do. I don't know why I started buying it again, but I just did. And if I find that I think that it needs some more seasoning toward the end, I will put more in. It's not like one and done for me. I feel like it just tastes better if it's cooked in it. So I've got that pan. Oh, it's not even heating up enough. Got it on back there, and it's heating. What are you looking for? A t-shirt? No, there's nothing in the dryer except Noah's blanket was in there. But no, I folded over. Well, we folded the clothes. He helped me last night. I don't have any clothes to do today, so that's good. In the morning, the three of us have our teeth cleaning, so we'll be doing that. I'm gonna let it do some more before I try to separate it any more than that. I'm gonna be doing some of these dehydrated or freeze-dried, I'm not sure what they are. Anyway, these refried beans, I'm going to do some of those. I've shown y'all before, but I'm going to do those today. And I'm going to go ahead and put some butter in this pan in the back, because with rice-a-roni, you put butter in it. Can you put that back in there since you're going in? Alright, and this is the rice-a-roni. Spanish rice is what we've chosen, because it has the tomatoes in it. And you're just going to let that toast up in that butter, is what you're doing. And I do have my, I've got the water started. I just haven't put it in yet. I don't know what I was saying because I started telling him about the tea. I got my lid over here. That's what I was trying to say. I'll put this down for that. Go ahead and open the tomatoes up. I washed the can already. Well, hello, it just popped off. I wish y'all could have seen that. That's funny. It just popped right off the top. Now this is, we were supposed to just use diced tomatoes, but this has garlic, basil, and oregano in it. It's just the first one I grabbed. I mean, before I keep tearing it off. It's just the first one I grabbed, so I just went with it. Nobody around here cares. Those things give it extra flavor. Alright. Can you grab the taco shells, please? Jeff and I are going to have taco salads, but we're also going to have the hard shell taco as our little crunch in it. A lot of times y'all have seen me eat some tortilla chips in mine, or I tell you that's what I'm going to do. But this time we're going to do some taco shells that we bought the other day. Just because I think it will be good. So today, all you're going to see me doing is cleaning. That's all I'm not cleaning, cooking. What am I saying? Baking and cooking. That's it. That's all I'm doing today. I mean, that's all I'm showing y'all today. I've done other things. I've done my Bible study. I've done the dishes. Well, I've filled it up the rest of the way and turned it on. Haven't done anything else. I have one of those little meat things that you just twist, but I find I like the wooden spoons better. I don't know why. And I may end up just getting rid of that thing. I don't know yet. I haven't decided if I want to yet, because sometimes I want to use it. But I'm just going to let that cook. Get that raw meat off of it. And I'll be back whenever this gets to the point of where it needs to be to start doing the next things. I need to get that butter a little bit more melted. I don't know why it's not melting. I mean, it's melting, it's just slow. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so while I'm waiting on those things to cook, I'm going to go ahead and start hydrating. I grabbed the wrong spoon. I'm going to get the right spoon. Or I grabbed the wrong size. I need a bigger size. I was going to just deal with it, but I'm not. I don't have a certain ratio of these. I got them from a restaurant supply store, and I really don't know how much you're supposed to mix with what, or how much water you're supposed to mix, unless you're mixing this whole bag, and I'm not doing the whole bag. We had figured it out one time, but I don't remember, and I didn't write it down. So what I'm going to do is just put some of the water. I've got my boiling water ready for me in my little kettle back here, and I'm just going to pour some in here. And if I find that it's not enough water, I can add some more water. If it's too much water, I can add some beans. So I'm doing it now. That's some of the sazon. I'm going to add a little bit of the taco seasoning. So that we have some flavor, because these don't have any flavor in them. All they have in them, all these beans have, is salt and beans. So I'm going to put a piece of saran wrap over it and just let them sit there and rehydrate. That way I'll know in advance if what I need to do to make sure they're what they need to be. But I'm just going to let them sit there and do their thing, and they'll stay warm because that's some super hot water. So I'm going to move back over here. Okay, so it's time to take out the apple pie baked oatmeal, and I'm just going to take it out and sit it here for a second, and I'll show y'all what it looks like. I'm going to leave the oven on because I'm going to need it for the taco shells. That's the way it looks. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. It's so yummy smelling. So I'm going to just sit it over here on this, because it can sit there on that and not hurt anything. But I'm about to the point of where I need to be to do the rice, the next step. I mean, you can easily do this rice homemade or whatever, but I have the boxes of it, so I'm going to use them until I don't have them anymore, because after I'm done with these rice-a-ronis, I don't know if I'm buying them again, because I can make it at home without any extra help, which is good to have the help, but I don't have to have it. But this is what you want it to look like. You want the vermicelli, or vermicelli, however you're supposed to say it, some of it to be browned. But that's where I want it to be. And I'm going to put in the water. And all I had in that was water, so I'm not worried about that being dirty, because it's not. Then I'm going to put in the can of tomatoes. I'm not going to let them plop in there because that's dangerous. Get a tiny bit of water and rinse the can out because you want all the yummy. And then the seasoning packet, get my scissors, which is supposed to have a little tear thing, but I can never get it to work like I want it to. So put that in, stir it up, and then I'm going to bring it to boil, reduce it to simmer, and let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to turn my ground beef down. But I'm going to let this go. Sometimes I do this in the microwave, but I've been doing it on the stove top more, and I think we like it better. I don't know. So I'm going to let it come to a boil. And while that's doing its thing, I'll be washing the salad stuff because we don't have any regular lettuce because they didn't have any good lettuce at the grocery store. And we're just going to use the mixed greens. We like that. We've done it before. And I'm going to cut up a tomato, or maybe two because they're really small, and make sure the table is wiped down. I've got those blueberry cups on there, so I need to take them off. And get everything else going. This is the way the beans look right now. They're still soaking up the water. And I'll get these going too in a few minutes. Well, that didn't tear right. That was a sad day. Alright, I'll be back probably when I have everything finished at the table. Okay, so here's everything. The taco meat, nice and brown like I like. It tastes really good because we tried it to make sure the seasoning was good. We got the rice with the tomatoes, the Spanish rice. This is what I was talking about we're going to have instead of lettuce. It works really good. Noah's taco shells. And then we got soft ones for him. Tomato, very rustically cut. Some queso cheese. I almost said baked beans. The refried beans. Mine and Jeff's shells. Cheese. We got sauce and salsa. Are we missing anything? Sour cream. Do you want sour cream?
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to get him some sour cream, so you won't see that part. Okay, so Jeff has himself a taco salad for work tomorrow. And with what's left of the meat, rice, and beans, I'm going to make Noah however many I can of freezer burritos, or whatever you want to call it. There's a little bit of this queso cheese left, so I'm going to put it in here too, because there's no point in wasting it. So get that out. And there's some beans left here, not a lot, but a little bit. I'm just going to put it all in the same thing with the rice. Then I'm going to put all this meat that's left in there. And I'm going to mix it all together. And then I'm going to just, since we don't have any more shredded cheese, because Jeff just shredded enough for us tonight and for him tomorrow, I'm just going to use some of this sliced cheese. It works just as well. I mean, it's the same thing. And these little pot holders that we made are really good, or I made, or whatever. Jeff was around. Right, Jeffrey?
I reckon.
You reckon? Alright, so we'll mix this together. I probably should have kept the little spoon to mix it with. But he won't have many freezer burritos out of this, but he'll have a couple. Or whatever you want to call them, freezer tacos. Whatever they're called. Keep from wasting food, that's what it is. And he loves those. He loves for us to make him some. And, I mean, he'll make them with me or whatever. but he'll eat them for snacks or whatever. Alright, since I'm using the sliced cheese, the sliced cheddar, I'm just going to take it and fold it in half. And this is not hot anymore. I mean, it's not cold, but it's not like super hot either. I'm just gonna squish that together some. And mixing it all together like that just makes it easier to do. Actually, I'm going to do it like this. I should have done it a little longer. It's been a long time since I've done this. I used to do it all the time for him and have them all the time in the freezer. And he does not heat them in the microwave. He doesn't like them heated in the microwave. He sticks them in the air fryer or in the oven. So I just wrap them in aluminum foil. That way he can just throw it into the air fryer. Like I said, I don't know how many this is going to make, so we're just going to do one at a time. And the oatmeal stuff, I'm going to keep enough out for breakfast. Well, I don't know. Since we have to go to the dentist, do you want me to fix breakfast for us, or what do you want me to do, Jeffrey? Are you going to want me to fix breakfast after you go to the dentist? Which we're having breakfast for dinner, so.
Or taco sauce.
We didn't have any in there because we had to open a new one. So its home got taken over by something else, but I'm not sure what. It used to be in the door, but not anymore. I used to wrap these in saran wrap, but since Noah, he would have to unfold them and everything, since he doesn't like to use the microwave. So we'll just do this instead. I think we're going to have 4. I think that's what it looks like it's going to be. So for him, that'll be 1 meal, like, because he'll eat 2 at a time. But the, I need to know about what we're going to do. Do you think you might want some to eat after going to the dentist? Because I need to know if I want to put some baked oatmeal in the refrigerator or if I just want to do it all in the freezer. I know what I'm going to do. Never mind. Don't worry about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the blueberry baked, the cups, I'll put them in the freezer, and the other I'm going to put in the refrigerator and let it cool off overnight, because whenever it's cold it cuts better anyway. And then if for some reason I want some of it tomorrow, it'll be in the refrigerator ready to go, and I can cut it tomorrow. But ooh, this one's going to be thick. Oh well, it's okay. This one just be bigger than the other ones. He won't care at all. It's got a lot of rice in it, but he likes it. I'm not gonna fool with that. This is a big one. It'll be fine. But anyways, this is a good way to keep from wasting your taco fixings. And now I'll stick them in a Ziploc bag, stick them in the freezer after I label them, Well, he knows what they are, so I'm not going to label them. We don't have anything else shaped like that. He'll just take them out and heat them up and eat them. So, since, let me get y'all looking at me. Y'all look at me. What are y'all doing? Hello. Since I am doing the dishes now with the dishwasher, I'm not going to be loading the dishwasher with all this stuff. So I don't have anything else that I'm going to do today other than I'm going to cover up. Let me go ahead and do those oatmeal things. These are going in the freezer. He'll be happy about that. I don't know if I should flash freeze these. Did I tell y'all Noah ate one? I don't know. I don't know if I did or not, but he said he was going between, this is weird, this is good. It smells good. I'm just gonna put them in here and freeze them like, I'll show you. I'm sitting them in there like this in rows, and I'll just not let them fall over, and I'll stick them in the freezer, and I can take one or two out and have me a meal for breakfast anytime that I want it. Or I can have one for a snack. It's a healthy snack. It's got oats, it's got nuts, it's got fruit. Alright, they're in the freezer. Now I'm going to take this one, which is cooled, or I wouldn't be able to touch it like this. Oh man, it smells so good. Yeah, I stuck my whole face in it, didn't I? It smells so good. Y'all just don't know. Apple pie baked oatmeal is so good. I didn't think I would like it. And you're probably wondering, why did you make it if you didn't think you'd like it? Because I was trying to find something healthier. I mean, I knew I'd like it, but I didn't think I'd like it. You know, that kind of thing. Let me grab some saran wrap. I am going to let it sit out for a little bit longer and cool a little bit more on the bottom. Then I'm going to just stick it in the refrigerator. And then tomorrow I can cut it into 6 pieces. And it'll be so good. I can just, you know, if tomorrow we decide that if Jeff wants to just go ahead and go straight to bed after we get back from the dentist, I can have some of this for breakfast. If he decides, hey, I want something to eat, I can fix us something to eat for breakfast. We're actually having breakfast for dinner tomorrow night. Noah wants waffles and sausage, link sausage. Jeff wants bacon, nope, that's not right, biscuits, link sausage, eggs, and grits. So, yes, we have some sausage in there. So I'll be making some buttermilk biscuits tomorrow night. And waffles and all the fun things. We're gonna have just a whatever breakfast. But yeah, for now I'm gonna go because I want to shower and get this video edited. I got me some breakfast freezer meals. Well, it's not just for me. Noah will eat them too. Jeff probably won't eat them. He's not an oatmeal person. I mean, he likes like granola bars, but he's not into things like this. But he didn't try the blueberry ones. He probably won't though. But yeah, he's got his lunch. That's the only leftovers we have is his lunch. Yep, that's it. There's no more leftovers. This doesn't belong here. He didn't put, oh, he may be taking it to work. I'll ask him before I put it away. I don't know if he puts, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it alone because he put it there for a reason. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't, do them anyway. You might like something to do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. I do want to warn you, after I have my teeth cleaned, every single time after I have my teeth cleaned, my mouth hurts. So I don't know what video is going to be happening tomorrow, but I know I need to wash some clothes tomorrow because I'm pretty sure by then there'll be a whole load I'll have to empty the dishwasher. I'll be sharing supper with y'all. So yeah. Oh, and today is day what, 66? I don't know, 60 something of Eat at Home challenge. And we are eating at home, or we ate at home today. For breakfast, what did I eat? I don't remember what I ate. Oh, I ate cereal, dry cereal. Yep. And that's what happened. I don't know what they ate, because, you know, times are different, like with ours. Oh, Noah didn't eat anything until he ate that blueberry bake thing. But again, I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you again. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.